the World Wrestling Federation. For over 50 years, the revolutionary force in sports entertainment.
As tonight we have another special edition of Monday Night Raw, coming off last week's successful show. Welcome live, Old School Raw in St. Louis, Missouri. I am Boy What's With Jim, and tonight we'll have the finals of the tag team tournament. You have Kalisto and Sin Cara, the Lucha Dragons, taking on Blake and Murphy, who will go on to the finals. We'll find out later on. Also, our main event, Samoa, Joe, and Big Show taking on Roman Reigns and Shinsuke Nakamura. Also, what will Baron Corbin have to say about the announcement about Survivor Series? All tonight on Raw, as we have Roman Reigns making his way towards the ring. This is unexpected. The new Universal Champion making his way towards the ring, as the crowd in St. Louis kind of giving Roman Reigns a mixed reaction. Maybe Roman's going to discuss about his big win last week on Raw. Roman Reigns, a new attitude perhaps being developed towards the crowd, as, oh wait a minute, you see backstage just Sin Cara and Kalisto. Tonight could be their final chance to get a tag title match at Survivor Series. The finals happens live next on Raw. As we're back live on Raw, Old School Edition, here tonight in St. Louis, Missouri, as we have the finals of the Raw Tag Team #1 Contender Championship match. The finals, this tournament, happens tonight. There's the Lucha Dragons taking on Blake and Murphy. Winning team faces the Revival for the Raw World Tag Team Championships at Survivor Series in Madison Square Garden. And we have Blake and Murphy, a team that is underrated, a team that people never really thought that they would make it far in the tag team tournament. I mean, a couple weeks back on Raw, in the first round, Blake and Murphy defeated Darren Young and Titus O'Neil, the primetime players, in a short amount of time in a tag team match in the first round of the tournament. And then later on, in the semifinals, we have Blake and Murphy defeating the Hype Bros in their first ever tag team steel cage match on Raw in History Universe mode. As Blake and Murphy now tonight taking on the Lucha Dragons. Winning team is the #1 contenders for the tag titles. So who's it going to be as we begin this matchup as Murphy starts off with a neck breaker. Starts off strong, starts off a big way. As Kalisto, former tag team champion with Sin Cara, former two-time tag champ. The first title reign that defeated the former WWE superstars in the Young Bucks back at the Tribute to the Truths pay-per-view back in December, I should say. Held the titles all the way through WrestleMania, all the way to Extreme Rules when they took on the New Day, which then their title reign was over. Able to defeat the New Day on Raw about a couple of months later as Blake got the tag and oh god, nice double tag team move by Blake and Murphy. So flustered as Blake in the ring just waiting for Kalisto to get up to his feet. Kalisto tried to go for something but didn't get him. Blake got him. Elbow to the back of the skull. Oh man, fireman's carry. As oh man, nice snap suplex by Kalisto. Wait a minute. Ooh, Blake taking down Kalisto as Blake makes the tag back to Murphy. Kalisto yet to make a tag to Sin Cara. As I whip up the ropes. Oh, nice snap power slam by Murphy. Goes for a cover. Shoulders are down. For him in the face. And no, Blake and Murphy will not go to the finals just yet. As this matchup will continue. Also, ladies and gentlemen, apparently earlier today, Bo Dallas has challenged any old WWE superstar in a false count anywhere match. As, Murphy going for a senton, but Kalisto got out the way. I mean, for God's sakes, I don't know what the hell is Bo Dallas thinking here. A Frankensteiner by Kalisto, and now makes a tag to Sin Cara. I mean, Bo Dallas has gotten a lot of wins in the past couple weeks on Raw. Nice clothesline by Murphy, taking down Sin Cara. Bo Dallas has gotten a lot of wins as of late, defeating the likes of Apollo Crews and that local talent back in Brooklyn and Baron Blade. Getting wins and wins, and now he feels like he can just call out anybody. You better be careful what he wished for later on tonight on Raw. Also, we're all gonna be able to see and hear what Baron Corbin got to say about the announcement about Survivor Series, where him and Shawn Michaels, after what he did last week, if Shawn Michaels can appear, if Shawn Michaels is physically able to go as Murphy, able to keep Sin Cara down, as make the tag to Blake now. Blake is the legal man in this match. And now Sin Cara trying to go for a power. No! Wait a minute! Got countered by Blake. Wesley Blake able to counter that powerbomb. And I got him in an armbar submission hold. Armbar submission hold. Is Sin Cara going to tap out? Is no way able to find a way out? Oh, shots to the face. Able to fight his way out. A big right by Sin Cara on the shoulders. And turns it over into a Frankensteiner. Nice move there by Sin Cara. Yeah, we're going to hear what Baron Corbin has to say later on tonight. The announcement made by Shane McMahon last week, as after Baron Corbin defeated Shawn Michaels in their rematch in Toronto last week. Oh, nice snap suplex by Sin Cara. At Survivor Series, an Extreme Rules match. If Shawn Michaels can make it to Survivor Series, Extreme Rules match at Survivor Series between those two. A Sin Cara Death Valley Driver. My God. Very quick like in Sin Cara. Now able to whip Blake into the corner. Make the tag to Kalisto. Blake and Murphy's in trouble. Blake and Murphy's in trouble. Kalisto up top. Double team. Kalisto. Will they go to the... Will they be #1 contenders? Will they go to Survivor Series? And they do. The Lucha Dragons get the win. My God. What a tag match. Blake and Murphy tried their best, but the Lucha Dragons able to prevail once again in this situation. Kalisto from the top, this beautiful tag team maneuver, able to get the job done, pinning Blake does Kalisto. Sin Cara went out and came back in time to stop Murphy, and Kalisto able to score the 3 count. As the Lucha Dragons are the #1 contenders for the Raw Tag Team titles. Rematch. Wait a minute, hold on a second. Speaking of the tag champs, the Revival, making their presence felt, making their presence known here on Old School Raw, just demolishing the Lucha Dragons. Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up very soon, Baron Corbin looking to address the WWE Universe. As we're back on Monday Night Raw, Old School Edition. Bo Dallas, who's going to accept the challenge in this Falls Count Anywhere? What? What? No way! Are you this can't be. Cactus Jack. I thought. Hold on a second. No, because Mick Foley is the general manager of SmackDown. What? Bo Dallas! Oh, what a bulldog! Bo Dallas not waiting for Cactus Jack, an alter ego of Mick Foley, one of the most dangerous, if not the dangerous, alter ego Mick Foley could ever create in Cactus Jack. My God! Oh, jeez. And oh God. What's you got? Oh, you got a sledgehammer. No, Dallas able to fight it. Oh God, whipping Jack into the barricade. Oh, good grief. And oh my God, a spine buster to the floor. Oh, Dallas. Like I said, he better be careful what he wished for. Calling out any old WWE superstars and they'll try to go for a chair shot to the skull. But Cactus Jack able to counter. How fitting, a Falls Count Anywhere match right up in the alley of Cactus Jack. Cactus Jack, the one superstar you never want to get in the ring with. In this stipulation, covered by Jack, hooks the leg, 2 count on Dallas, and able to get the kick out. Oh, Dallas made the announcement earlier today, and for God's sakes, I'm pretty sure he's regretting it now. Well, Dallas trying to fight Jack, but I'm still confused. What the? He's raking the eyes of Bo Dallas. One of the most scrappy and just hardcore. And in Cactus Jack. And Dallas, the Bo Dazzler onto the chair. The snap belly to belly suplex. The snap hip toss, cover, and a kick out. My God. Bo Dallas. I mean, I get it. He wants to rack up the W's. He wants to keep getting the wins. He wants to just build his name up even higher and bigger. But for God's sakes, it's going to be a tough hill to climb going up against the likes of Cactus Jack. But I'm still confused because Mick Foley is the GM of SmackDown. I don't know if Mick Foley and GM of Raw Shane able to, oh God, they're in the crowd. Both men in the crowd. God, an uppercut by Jack. And Jack with a forearm, knocking Dallas over the top of that barricade. And look at this, Dallas going back to Cactus. And Cactus blocked it and formed it again. Dallas went flying over the top. Now Dallas, I guess, going back inside the ring. As Cactus looking to meet him. Wait, look at this. Jumping over Cactus Jack and trying to pick him up. No one failed. Oh, Cactus. Cactus, a heavy superstar, so to speak. As now Jack tried to go for a move. Got countered by Dallas. And Dallas, another Bo Dazzler on the Cactus Jack. Oh my God, this could be a big upset though. Cactus Jack in trouble. Bo down. that kick out. Bo Dazzler onto the chair again, but not able to get the 3 count. As Bo Dallas going somewhere, but Cactus Jack getting up to his feet. And no, Dallas saw it. He saw him getting up to his feet, but that barely did anything. Bo Dallas in this hardcore position. He's got to do what he's got to do. He needs to go to the extra mile, so to speak, and get the job done against Cactus Jack. Never forget, September 1997 in Madison Square Garden, Cactus Jack made his debut against Hunter Hearst Helmsley, now known as Triple H. And that night, that was the most extreme match I've ever seen in the WWE at that time. That was before the Attitude Era as well. As these guys back in the crowd and just throwing shots. My God, an uppercut by Dallas again. And Jack with a headbutt. Dallas and Cactus Jack, and good grief. And, God, what a treat for the fans. They get to see this very up close and personal. As Bo Dallas now looks like he has things under control, but no, wait a minute. As Jack fighting back in that nasty forearm. Bo Dallas not looking to give up, not looking to back out of this challenge he laid out earlier today. What the hell is Bo Dallas going to do now? They're by that table, which I don't know what the hell is set up though. As Jack trying to go for something, Dallas able to counter. Now Dallas got him up. Got him into it. Inverted DDT. Nice move by Bo Dallas. God, oh my God. Foley crashed and burned. The table broke. Dallas just choking the life out of Foley. And now Bo Dallas got him up. What was he going to do here? And, another Bo Dazzler onto Cactus Jack. Goes for a cover. Is that enough? Bo Dallas takes out Cactus Jack, and he does. Bo Dallas upset victory in his career. One of the most, if not the most upset victory in Bo Dallas's career today, defeating Cactus Jack in his own game, in his own match. Falls can anywhere hardcore rules. Bo Dallas with the Bo Dallas on the chair, not able to get the job done then. Cactus Jack, I was going to say Foley, but either way, whatever you want to call him, try to do what he can. Bo Dazzler, and then he went for the pin, got the cover, 1, 2, 3. Bo Dallas back in the ring, able to get the win over Cactus frickin' Jack. Wow, a big win for Bo Dallas on Raw, Old School Edition. As they're back live on Monday Night Raw, you see Mr. Baron Corbin making his way towards the ring. They're going to have some words towards the WWE Universe. Probably going to talk about the announcement made by Shane McMahon that he'll be facing Shawn Michaels in a Extreme Rules matchup at Survivor Series if Shawn Michaels can make it. It looks like Baron Corbin does not seem pleased. I mean, Baron Corbin did defeat him on Raw last week. Baron Corbin. I thought he was going to talk about Survivor Series, but I guess he's talking about himself. Kinda, well, what do you expect? He is a cocky, arrogant son of a gun in the WWE. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we have Stephanie McMahon taking on Lita, an old school matchup. It's live. As we're back live on Monday Night Raw, Stephanie McMahon in the ring. We're going to take on her former arch rival in Lita. Back in the Attitude Era days, Lita and Stephanie McMahon would have their own respective factions. Lita a part of Team Extreme and Stephanie McMahon part of either the Power Trip or DX, whichever one you want to go by, or the McMahon Helmsley faction. Back in the late 90s to early 2000s. Here comes Lita, former longest reigning women's champion in Universal history. Yes, Lita has surpassed Summer Rae's championship reign. She surpassed it hugely. Held the championship for about at least 20 plus weeks, which is the most any woman in Universal has ever held until on Monday Night Raw weeks ago. I believe it was in Brooklyn, where Lita lost the championship to Naomi. Lita will have a rematch at Survivor Series for the women's title against Naomi. As Stephanie McMahon with that jawbreaker to begin this matchup. And nice backhand chop. But Stephanie McMahon in control of this matchup so far. One of our arch rivals going at his elbow to the gut. And now, oh God! The high knees by Lita. I mean, both women having their own respective rivalries going on today. Lita with Naomi and Stephanie McMahon with Asuka. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Asuka and Stephanie McMahon is not through yet with each other. As Stephanie whipping Lita off the ropes, and no, got countered with that jawbreaker by Lita. And now Lita tried to go for a DDT, but got countered. Oh, dropping her on the arm, on the shoulder. Speaking of Asuka, here, the most dangerous women on the Raw roster in Asuka, making her way towards the ringside as inverted DDT by Lita. So Asuka, look at that, just watching on that ringside. Look at Lita, Frankensteiner. And now, Lita has something in mind, but got counted. Stephanie McMahon with an uppercut. Nice takedown by Lita, the former women's champion. Both women, former women's champions. As Lita with a tilt-a-whirl into a DDT. Nice move by Lita. Taking down Stephanie McMahon. And now Stephanie in trouble. Twist of fate! Twist of fate by Lita. And oh, I guess that's not enough. Look at her send a message to Naomi. Moonsault after the twist of fate. Hooks the outside leg, lateral press, and no, it's not enough. Stephanie McMahon able to power out of both moves by Lita. Nice senton off the apron. They're gonna stay on the attack. Smart move by Lita, to be honest with you. I mean, she cannot let the fact that Stephanie McMahon able to kick out of two big moves by Lita. The Lita moonsault, the extreme moonsault that she does, and the twist of fate, you know, made famous by the Hardy Boys. Also, the fact that Lita lost the championship to Naomi weeks ago. All of this, she cannot let that get to her head right now. Trying to go for a nasty elbow, but Stephanie got out the way. As Stephanie in trouble. Head scissors takedown by Lita. My God. It's like if Lita has something to prove, and she actually does. Proving this, does she still have her right mindset? Nice twist of fate on the Stephanie, but she's not going for the pin. Nice leg drop, but what's Stephanie planning to do here? I mean, Lita, what is she planning to do here? Stephanie's down. I mean, Lita had the match won after that second twist of fate. She has something else in mind. Maybe another twist of fate in mind. Oh, wait, no, never mind the Lita DDT. The Lita DDT, the same move that she won the championship with back at Battleground, that began that long title reign. Will that be Naomi at Survivor Series? We'll wait and see, but Lita gets the win live on Raw tonight. Lita able to get a win over Stephanie McMahon here today. The twist of fate after that, the moonsault, and Stephanie McMahon, by God, somehow able to power out of that moonsault and twist of fate combination. Hit the twist of fate again into a DDT later on for the final blow, the exclamation point of this matchup. That could be Naomi at Survivor Series in Madison Square Garden for the women's title. On the line is Lita. Looking to celebrate if she gets the win here tonight. Pretty sure Naomi is watching at home here in this old school edition of Monday Night Raw in St. Louis, Missouri. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is our main event. Roman Reigns and Shinsuke Nakamura teaming up against Samoa Joe and Big Show. It's live next. Here we go. It's time for our main event of the evening. Live on Old School Raw. Samoa Joe. My God, how does he feel? What is he thinking after losing the Universal Championship to Roman Reigns last week in Toronto? I mean, for God's sake, Samoa Joe dubbed this new era to be the era of destruction, courtesy of Samoa Joe. But then sadly, it came to a screeching halt because of Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns able to defeat Samoa Joe in a great main event match last week on Raw, which a lot of you have seen and enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching last week's Raw. Thank you very much for watching tonight's Raw, live in St. Louis. Samoa Joe, without a doubt, already made his claim about his rematch, and he will get his rematch at Survivor Series. And here comes the world's most dominant United States champion, the Big Show. And wait a minute, that's not the United States title that he normally would carry, that we've seen for all these months. The Big Show with a new championship? I mean, that title looks a little bit tight around his waist. Big Show has been losing a lot of weight recently, but still, world's largest athlete with the United States title around his waist this time instead of on his shoulder or just holding it. But anyways, Big Show will be defending his United States Championship against Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura winning a Battle Royale to become #1 contender a couple weeks back on Raw. And at Survivor Series, it would all happen for the first time ever. The first time in a while. The United States title will be on the line in a one-on-one match. For the past 2 Survivor Series pay-per-views in the past, the United States title has been defended in a triple threat in a fatal 4-way. The 3rd annual Survivor Series in Universe mode. First time ever defended in a one-on-one match. But the question is, the real question, can this man, the rising sun, be the one to put down the Big Show for good? Can it be the king of strong style? Can it be Shinsuke Nakamura to defeat the longest reigning WWE United States Champion in history of Universe Mode in the Big Show? Nobody has held the title longer than the Big Show has right now. The last person that held the United States title for a decent amount of time was Dolph Ziggler. Won the championship at the first annual WrestleMania of Universe Mode 2 seasons ago, and then held it all the way to Extreme Backlash last year, which was held in June, in the month of June or July, between that time. And ever since then, Dolph Ziggler has not been able to get back into the championship picture. Until this past April. But when he became U.S. champion, he lost the title to Big Show. And then ever since then, Big Show's never let go of that championship. But will it be Shinsuke Nakamura to put him down? The question is, can the Big Dog retain the Universal Championship at Survivor Series? I mean, ladies and gentlemen, Roman Reigns This is his second Universal Championship, and I guess Roman Reigns took it upon himself to get a new championship title instead of using the championship belt that Samoa Joe got last week. A lot of people keep changing championships. I don't really get it, but hopefully the general managers on both respective shows will handle the situation as far as championship goes. But yes, Roman Reigns, this is his second Universal Championship reign. He is the first ever Universal Champion in Universal history, dating back to April, when he won the championship by defeating Randy Orton on Monday Night Raw. But sadly, 5 weeks later, or a couple weeks later on Monday Night Raw, Roman Reigns would lose the WWE Universal Championship to Randy Orton in the main event of Extreme Rules. And ever since then, Roman Reigns has not been able to get back into the championship hunt. There's always been people involved or people stopping him from getting into the championship hunt. And then finally last week, able to defeat Samoa Joe to become Universal Champion. That's why I asked the question, can he survive Joe? Can he defeat Samoa Joe at Survivor Series and retain the championship? I mean, his first reign didn't go so well. But ladies and gentlemen, we'll take our final break before this main event match takes on the way live when we come back next. As we're back live on Monday Night Raw, main event underway as Roman Reigns teaming up with Shinsuke Nakamura against Big Show and Samoa Joe as the Universal Champion and the United States Champion going at it in the ring right now as Roman Reigns with the shots. Trying to fire all cylinders at Big Show, but Big Show caught him there. And now Big Show got him up. Military breast slam. Good grief. Big Show that military press slam, and now look at this. Makes the tag to Samoa Joe. And that right by Roman. And now look at Roman Reigns got him here. Ooh, a half Nelson backbreaker. Or half Nelson gutbuster, I should say. That's Roman Reigns with the shots. Oh, God. Knocking down Big Show like that. Oh, nice headbutt by Reigns. Roman Reigns are going to handle both men in the ring. As Samoa, oh wait, Roman tried to catch Joe, but Joe caught him and tossing him all over the top rope onto the outside. I want to again thank you everyone for watching Old School Raw. We're in St. Louis. Oh God, both men exchanging whips into the barricade, and Joe T-bone suplex, and I think Roman hits out of the barricade. Oh my God! And now Roman runs up to his feet now, and oh God, whipping him onto the barricade, that steel old school barricade, not the black one or the gray one that we use nowadays. It's the old school steel, where the fans can just knock over and just get inside the ring. I don't know. Let my imagination run wild as Roman Reigns with a Superman punch, taking down the Samoan submission machine, hooks the outside leg, and Big Show made the save. It looked like he missed, but he's able to make the save. Oh my God. Samoa Joe went down by that Superman punch. And now Roman Reigns whipping Joe off the ropes, and oh, wait a minute. Trying to catch him, but no, and oh! Pulls on to the outside. And now Roman tried to go outside, but the referee pulling him back. Roman Reigns, I think, trying to get the fans on his side, but the fans are not really digging Roman Reigns at this point. Roman Reigns, Big Show trying to get a cheap shot, able to dodge him. Look at Roman. Oh my God! Spying on Joe and able to capitalize. Now fighting Big Show at ringside. You hear the crowd, it's all 50-50 crowd reaction. Good grief. Whip it to the corner, like between the ring apron and the steps. That's a bad place to be. A nice tag by Roman to Shinsuke Nakamura. Roman Reigns went onto the outside and just speared Samoa Joe. Nasty kick by Nakamura. As the fans are chanting, "Let's go Big Show." Question the crowd. I don't know. I guess they hate Roman Reigns that much that they would chant the Big Show's name. I don't know. Could never dictate what the crowd is gonna be like to a superstar. Makes a tag to Big Show, does Joe. And nasty elbow, and Big Show with that nasty right. And ooh, a nasty high knee by the Giant. As looking on the legs. Looking on the left knee of Nakamura does Big Show. As Nakamura. Nice fireman's carry counter. Big right. And oh god. These two are just going at it. A little preview of what we're going to get at Survivor Series. Up top, and Big Show plants a fake first onto the mat. It's like an alley-oop or something like that. Or a reverse powerbomb, I guess. And Samoa Joe bringing Nakamura back in the ring for the Big Show to capitalize and just destroy Week of Havoc. Oh no. Elbow to the face. Now Nakamura got it. Oh, we can't. Oh my god! Jeez! Nakamura with an exploder suplex. And somehow the Big Show is already moving. Kick to the... No! Blocked it! Nakamura got caught. Big Show. Bit of the belly. Oh god. Look at this. Knockout punch coming through. No! Blocked it! Whenever Big Show is the WMD, it's a wrap. It's done. But no, Nakamura with a counter. Oh, into a neck breaker. There's a crowd chanting, "Let's go, Big Show" again. St. Louis, an odd bunch. Not bizarre, but still chanting for the Big Show as Nakamura with a drop kick. I'm surprised people chant the Big Show's name at all. I mean, Big Show's done some drastically things in the past. Wait a minute, Nakamura again with the reverse exploder suplex. Oh, Nakamura knocking down. Knock down Joe. Nakamura. Kick to the abdomen. Oh, wait a minute. Kinshasa. Nakamura charged it up. Full force. And Nakamura pins Big Show. A preview of Survivor Series. My god. You look at the replays here. After that Superman punch by Reigns, Big Show made the save. And then Roman able to duck Big Show outside into a spear on Joe. And then Nakamura with two exploded suplexes on the Giant. And in the end, after knocking Joe off the apron, Kinshasa running knee strike. The rising sun able to pin the Giant here tonight. Big hill to climb at Survivor Series. Can Nakamura get the job done? We'll find out. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for SmackDown this Friday night and Monday Night Raw next week. My god, Nakamura and Roman Reigns gets the win in this tag team match. Good night from Old School Raw here in St. Louis. Have a good one. I'm out.